We are going to look at a couple of the top prospects in the 2019 draft defensively. The first guy we're going to start with is Devin White out of Louisiana State University. And Devin White has the requisite size and speed to be a very good linebacker at the next level. But we're going to take a look at some of the intangibles and things that he does possess. Now, one of the things is a linebacker, right? In this case, he's covering, and he has some kind of coverage on that running back in the backfield. And as that back flares, he understands that he needs to get around this receiver who's trying to come down and pick him. The easy way, and by the easy way I mean the path of less resistance, is to come underneath that block, and most of the time that's coached as a no-no. You want to get over the top so you can come back in and get in the play, and he does exactly that. So he is aware of the block coming from the wide receiver. He gets over the top, and the corner does a great job of turning him back inside. And what he's able to do now is plant his foot and get back in this play and then make the tackle. So he sees the running back cutting back, gets in on a tackle, and then he finishes it. And we're going to see that a lot with him in all of his film. But not just making the tackle, but getting that football loose, getting the football back on the ground, because it's the job of the defense to get the ball back into the hands of the offense. And even better is when you can scoop and score. Coming from the outside, his ability to rush the passer. In this case, he's one-on-one with a tight end. And ideally, you'd like to say a linebacker should beat a tight end most of the time. And in this case, he does a wonderful job of dipping underneath, keeping his hips and his shoulders low. So from a technique standpoint, he's giving you now some off-the-edge kind of juice. A lot of these middle linebackers can play between the tackles, and then they struggle at the pass rush. Well, this kid has both. The tight end oversteps. He rips he clubs that arm underneath, and he gets that right foot through to get to the back of the tight end, trying to get the football loose, trying to make another play. Johnathan, Abram, Mississippi State University, a very fast and physical safety. He's one-on-one on the slot receiver. He's in his back pedal. He knows the receiver is going to run the go route. And you watch the separation. He's only separated by about 1.5 yards, and he's still not completely into his turn. But his body position is going to force this receiver to widen his go route. And by doing that, that buys him time to get back underneath it. So the receiver has to widen, it buys him time, but then he has that acceleration to be able to get back underneath it, and he doesn't look back. One of the big mistakes that young DBs, if they're behind someone, they'll want to look back too soon, and that creates space. That's why you don't run the 40 looking over your shoulder. He closes that gap, gets within arm's length, and then looks back and then makes a play on the football. Another example here, outside run. In this case, you're going to see a great example of his range. He's going to start down here at around the numbers and then make his way all the way across the field to tackle a wide receiver who's getting a reverse play. All the way across, makes that tackle with only about 1 yard to gain. So in that play, he's covering almost 50 yards. Doesn't allow the receiver to run a cutback and makes a great tackle. One more, the last thing, you got a guy now who can play coverage. He can defend the run. Now you've got a guy who can blitz as well. Now this is a safety versus a running back, and you're not going to always get a safety that has the ability to put a shoulder down on a running back and then make a play. And we get the end zone angle here, you're going to see he's coming off this edge, and this running back is going to scan across the formation and try to put a block on him. And this kid here wants to get to the quarterback. Right now that running back has the right angle. He comes in, puts a shoulder, and then literally knocks that tailback into the next time zone. But not only that, but when he gets there, he's able to get there, and then late trying to pull that ball out as the quarterback is on the way down. Because, again, that's what you want. You want guys that are going to create turnovers. So in this case, two very, very good defenders. Love their intangibles. They can pretty much do everything, and they do the little things the right way. These guys are impressive players.